Fats, oil, and grease, oh my. Don't let your holidays go down the drain by pouring these things down the drain. Trash it instead. This morning we have Chad LAWSON here with us with the Renewable Water Resources to tell us about why it's so bad and how we can fix it. Good to see you, Chad.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So let's talk about the holidays are upon us. A lot of people are going to be cooking, have lots of things going at the same time. That grease, that oil, they want to kind of get rid of it real quickly. And the first common thing to do is to put it down the drain. You guys say, don't do that.
Don't put it down the drain. One thing that you'll hear hopefully more frequently over the holiday season is a term called FOG. FOG stands for fats, oils, and greases. Yeah, traditionally, why wouldn't you put it down the drain? It seems like the natural thing to do, but what that actually does is can clog up the system, certainly clog up the pipes in your home, but ultimately, as we represent our wastewater treatment apparatus throughout the upstate, with the Clean Reedy organization, you know, we have to make sure that we're telling people what that really does.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people probably just don't think about the impacts or the long-term impacts of that. The short-term wise, it could, you know, mess up your system inside your home, but I'm sure there are some very specific things that it does to a sewer system.
It's essentially the same thing as carotiding your arteries. You know, you can have issues with that buildup over time, and what we want to make sure is that people understand that there's some very simple things that you can do while you have all of your folks at home for the holidays. Don't send your holidays down the drain. Take that grease, put it in maybe a coffee can. In fact, we've got some grease cans, they're called, that we'll be giving away through a social media campaign. So put it up, put it in the garbage.
And you were talking about the old-fashioned way. I remember like going to my grandparents' house and they had like a little grease thing on there, like on the stove, and I was like, "What is that for?" I mean, they think that it tastes better when you use grease, a couple times, which is always interesting. But it also does wonders for the environment as well. I have something here called a fatberg. What is that? So I mean, we're all going to be a fatberg on Thanksgiving, but
we may feel like that. So a fatberg, actually, there was an instance of a fatberg in London a few years ago, and it's essentially all of that fat, oil, and grease that congeals over time and turns into basically a monster that wreaks havoc in the underground sewer system.
Wow. And so there's just fatbergs just floating out there that have kind of been created by all these oils.
You know, we have to think about our pipes underground are like arteries, and we're clogging those arteries with these fats, oils, and greases. So the simple thing is don't put them down the drain. Don't do it for your own plumbing's sake, and certainly don't do it for the environment, because these backups that can result from that are not pleasant for anyone.
Great information, and you want people to follow you guys on social media too, because you're always putting out tips and information like this, but also you're going to be giving some things and some prizes away a little bit later on through those sites. Yeah,
there are a few places you can go. There's pipepatrol.org, which will give you a lot of information about what we're talking about. And then there's the Reedy River Water Quality Group, of which REWA is a member, and the website for that group is cleanreedy.org. Both have Facebook pages we'd like you to follow. Take a look at our campaign that we've got going on and get a chance to win a grease can.
There you go. Who doesn't want a grease can?
It's Monday morning. You want a grease can.
Chad, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're going to toss it over to Jack and Megan. It's time for Magic on a Monday.
It'd be a Monday. How about a little magic trick, Miss Megan? I'm sorry I'm late, by the way.
Hey, better late than never.
Yeah, and I want to show you a little something.
Okay.
You think does that look sharp enough for you?
Sharp.
A little spike?
Are we allowed to hang out with sharp objects?
I don't know. I hope this trick works. Of course, I'm going to put it in the empty bag. All the bags are empty.
Okay.
I'm going to put this one down in here, okay? And I want you to kind of fold over the top so they all look the same. We're not prearranged anything, right?
Okay, no.
Fold it over to match all. These are empty. This has the spike. I'll turn around.
Okay.
Mix them up, and through my magical powers.
Do I need to know which one I did?
No, mix them up for you too. But the main thing is I think the audience doesn't need to know what the spike is, and I certainly don't need to know, because I'm going to try to avoid slamming my hand down on the spike.
What do you mean?
Are you good? What?
Okay.
I mean, hold on, let me sense
okay.
It's not there.
Oh gosh, Jack, what if that would have been the one that it was?
Well, I mean, I trust my magical abilities.
Okay.
So we're down to 3. You want to try one?
Oh gosh.
Do you feel good about that one?
I thought that was the one that had the spike.
Not quite. We're down to 2.
Oh gosh.
All right, let's see. Let me see. Oops, not that one.
Okay.
So obviously, I avoided the spike.
You avoided.
I hope it's still in there. Ooh, I was good, wasn't I? Huh? You know, this is the most what you need to. Let me get it on.
I told our producer I needed to sign a waiver for this one.
It's stuck for some. The problem is with this trick, people have really messed up before.
Right.
And go on YouTube and you'll see why.
And you'll see why.
You'll see why.
Well,
You don't want to jam your hand down on that bad boy. I
I can't believe that you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's magic
Wow.
on a Monday. Okay.
Yay! My hands,
Glad you did.
my hands.
I
thank
love it
you.
when you get scared like
I
that.
was scared. I was like, oh, I can't remember which order I put them in.
Well, that's good.
Oh, my heart's beating this morning.
You like the dangerous tricks?
I
I'll
like
try to
the-
find another one for next Monday.
Give us all the danger.
Veterans serving veterans. They're here. It's a special place, a company. We'll bring you back and talk to them in a minute. Okay? Your heart slow down a little bit?
Oh, barely.